So this is on the balancing sheet. We're going to do example 10 and 11. Number 10 is a little bit simpler, and 11 is almost as hard as it gets. Pretty tricky. So if you are still uncomfortable, I would write out all of the atoms of each element on each side. Sodium, there's 1. Chlorine, there's 1. And oxygen, there's 1. All right. On the product side, sodium, there's 1. Chlorine, there's 1. And oxygen, there's 2. Everything's balanced except for the oxygens. All right. So I guess I'm going to put a 2 right there. 2 times 1 is 2. And that fixes my oxygens. But now I have 2 sodiums and 2 chlorines. So what do? I go to the other side. How do I get 2 sodiums and chlorines? Put a 2 coefficient in front of the NaCl. All right. So that gives me 2 sodiums and 2 chlorines. And I'm balanced. So that's a typical basic balancing problem.
Where'd you get the 2 from?
This 2?
Yeah, well, just let's use in general. Where do you
These? So because the reason I put a 2 coefficient here was so I could get 2 oxygens. 2 times 1 is 2. So I could match my 2 oxygens on this side. So, but that gave me 2 sodiums, so then I put a 2 here to get 2 sodiums.
So if you put a 2 in front, it
Changes
multiplies everything. to 2.
everything. You got it. Yep. Nice. All right, so now doing the hardest one right here. We got PB. Even if you're good at it, you might want to write out the numbers of each element. Nitrogen, there's 2 times 1, 2 of them. And then oxygen, we've got 2 times 3, 6 of them. On this side, we've got 1 lead. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oxygens. And we've got 1 nitrogen. So right off the bat, I've got 2 nitrogens, 1 nitrogen. I might want to add a coefficient 2. That gives me 2 N's. And then 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So from here, everything is balanced except for the oxygens. Here I got 7 oxygens, here I've got 6. I know I have to have more than 6, so I'm going to do trial and error and just put a 2 in front of there to bump up my number of oxygens. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 2 nitrogens is 4, and 2 times 1 lead is 2. Alright, so that messed everything up. So nitrogens, I've got 4. So I'm going to get rid of my 2 that I put there in front of the NO2 and put a 4. That gives me 4 nitrogens and 8, 9, 10, 11 oxygens. And then my leads, I've got 2 and 1. So I'm going to put a 2 coefficient to get 2 leads. And I got 2 plus 8 oxygens is 10, plus 2 is 12 oxygens. 12 oxygens, 4 nitrogens, 2 leads, 2 leads, and it's balanced. I had to do some trial and error and remove one of the coefficients that I originally put. All right, and that's balancing.